Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today we're going to just be doing a laid back get ready with me. I have several new products that are new to me that I want to try with you guys. They're not all necessarily new to the market, but they're new to me. So I thought that we would do that together. I need to start just like laying my brushes out before I get on here and start yapping because I feel like nothing is never where I want it to be. So we're going to start with eyes, and I'm going to be using this Dior palette today. This one is Cool Neutrals. I received this for Christmas, and I am so excited to use it. This does come with an eyeshadow primer right here, so since it comes with one, I'm going to use it, and we'll see how it is. There used to be one in the Huda, what was that one? It was the pink palette. I cannot think of what it was called. It was my first big Huda palette, but it had a conceal shade in there that was like a primer, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm hoping this will do something similar. If it's good, then I definitely don't mind it being in there, because then I don't have to, you know, reach for my Urban Decay one. So fingers crossed. All right, now that I have all of that primed, I am gonna go in, I think, with this light, like really light shade there, and that is what I'm gonna use to set this down. So this one, usually you wait until I photographed products. Ugh. That is looking kind of ucky. I'm gonna turn you guys around so you can hopefully see better. Okay, so we're clearly off to a rough start. I wiped it off, and then I went in with my Urban Decay primer, and now I'm gonna try again, and I'm gonna go back in. Well, actually, I'm gonna go in with this lighter, like pinkish shade here, and see what that does. But like I was saying, I don't normally wait until I've photographed a new makeup before I use it. But I definitely wanted to with this one just because, you know, it has the gorgeous embossing. So that's why I waited. This seems to be going on a lot better and holding up better. That other, I don't know what's happening, but man, it just really was making my lid look absolutely disgusting. So weird. I will have a review for this probably, I'm thinking probably in like February's recap is my thought, but we shall definitely see, because I want to keep trying it, especially since we had that little hiccup there. I'm gonna now go in with this shade right here, and I'm gonna just start to build things up really slowly. I am just in a mood to play with makeup. It's been a really rough January, to say the least, and this is just my little getaway. So yeah, I want to take my time today and do the makeup. That applied really nicely, no issues there. This will probably go up as a bonus upload. Not sure when, but it'll be a bonus. Just because I have all my January content filmed when I'm filming this. So, yeah. Happy bonus upload. Yeah, I think that looks really nice blend it out well. I think maybe it was just that that primer. That was like so weird. Blech. Okay, so next up I'm gonna go into a crease shade, and I think I want to use, let's just stick with the bottom row. I'm gonna go in with this shade here, and I'm gonna put that in the outer portion. I'm gonna build it up into the crease just a little bit. This is my first eyeshadow product from Dior, so I was like extra intrigued when I got it because it's like a new formula, you know, for me to try. Their holiday releases this year I thought were beautiful. That like red warm palette and then the green one. Not gonna lie, they almost got me. They didn't, but they they almost did. It was definitely a close call. I'm trying to think of what I have from Dior that I enjoy. I would say the Backstage Concealer is a absolute favorite for me. I've tried some other products from Dior that I have not enjoyed. Like the bronzer was just not it for me. And then the face powder was really just not it for me, unfortunately. So Dior has been very, very hit or miss for me personally. But I'm hoping that this, for the most part, will be a hit. Even though it started rocky, it's getting better now. I think that looks really pretty. Next up, I'm gonna just apply a little bit of the NYX glitter glue. This is like almost completely gone. I actually just recently picked up a replacement of it, so that's exciting. It will be an empty for my Hanover purchase, and it'll count as a old point. So that is really exciting. For the shimmer, I'm gonna go ahead and go in with a brush, and then if it's not picking up well, I will try with my finger and we'll see what it looks like. I think I'm gonna use the one in the middle here. Really pretty. It looks like it has a cool pink base. I think it'll just pair with what we have going on really well. Yeah, I feel like that picked up nice with the brush. Definitely, I want to say more subtle, but it's not the most subtle that I've ever used, if that makes sense. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. I'm gonna just go in with my finger. I definitely feel like you get more sparkle with the brush, which is interesting because that's not usually the case. I feel like with the finger, it's performing a little bit more like a satin, and I'm not getting as much pigmentation that I did with the brush on the other side. Yeah, overall, I feel like it's a very light, subtle situation. I'm going to clean up the eyes and then I'll be right back. Okay, so the next product we're going to use is this is new. It's the e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector. I have the shade Peach. This is for helping with like dark circles. I recently picked this up and I have been testing it. I will have a full review up soon, but so far I have really been enjoying it. It definitely blends out really easily, long lasting, all the things. I don't want to spoil like too much of the review, so that's why I'm not like super chatty about it, but I am doing it before I do, you know, my other primers and whatnot, because I do want to give this product time to dry down before I go in with any, you know, of my other under eye products. So I think for primer, what do I want to use? Let's go in with the e.l.f. Powergrip Primer with 4% niacinamide. I've been enjoying this as well, and we'll be sharing my full thoughts soon. I think that if you like a gripping primer, you'll definitely enjoy this one. I definitely do think it is helpful with the overall longevity of my makeup. It's a primer that I feel like really does make a difference when it comes to the wear time of the products, which I, you know, personally really like. I work a lot of really long hours, so I want to make sure my makeup's staying intact for the entirety of my shift. I am today going to use the Rose Inc Tinted Serum. I love this. I have the shade 40. This is a little light for me. I think my perfect shade is probably 50, because shade, what was that shade that I had? 60 was too deep for me. So I was like, okay, I'll get, you know, 40, and 40 is just, you know, it's a smidgen too light. So yeah, when I repurchase this, because I will, it's an amazing product, I'm gonna pick up shade 50. It is just so lightweight. It has the most beautiful finish. Like, I can't hang. It is so pretty. So yeah, I haven't really been wearing it a ton. It is in my project pan, but I think the shade's a smidge too light for me, so I have to, you know, warm it up with some bronzer, which is fine. That's what I'm gonna do today. But I've also been, you know, trying out some other products and stuff as well, so you know. All right, now that I have that down, I am gonna go on with another new to me product. This is from Tarte. It is the Shape Tape, the ultra creamy version. I picked up the shade 22N, which is described as light neutral. I know this isn't new, and I know there was like a ton of hype around it when it first launched, but Ulta actually had this as the diamond gift that was available in January. So I was like, oh, okay, like I'll pick it up. I want to see, you know, what it's all about. I don't have a lot of concealers in my collection, which is fine, but I was missing a little bit of variety, so I was happy to pick this one up. It does seem to be a little deep. It almost looks like it's pulling a smidge yellow under my eyes. That might just be some of, you know, like my base is too light. So I will, like, you know, keep trying it and see how it looks when I have, like, you know, my normal go-to base products on, because I just have a feeling that that might be some of the issue. Now I'm going to reach into my Natasha Denona Tan Bronze and Glow palette. And I depotted my Huda Beauty Glowish Bronzer into here. And I've been using this powder that way, because what was in there before was this like really, really deep gold, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Highlighter situation. And like, I was never gonna use that. So to make this like more functional to me as a whole, I depotted that bronzer in here. And I've actually been using it quite a bit, even though, you know, it's a powder and I don't use powder often. I have been enjoying reaching for it in here. I do think I'll have to repress it. I did a dry repress, but I don't think that I got it like finely milled enough. So we're like, you know, making a mess, losing some chunks, because it looks like I've hit pan, but I think it's just because, you know, I pulled that chunk up together. So that's on my to-do list, is to freaking repress it again. Like, geez, ow. Maybe I'll do that tonight, actually. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it. The tone is pretty good for me. I think, anyways. It is a little like yellowy, which I think I had the shade 2, which is described as a medium, which I don't really feel like this is a medium shade, but whatever. Next up, I'm going to use the Westman Atelier sample that I got. It is the blush in the shade Petal. I have gotten so much use out of this one sample. I kid you not, you guys. I have probably gotten 7 or 8 uses out of it. Like, it was a very good, generous sample, which I like, because then you can really test it out and see if you really love it or don't love it before you purchase a full size. I did add this to my wish list because I really do enjoy the formula of this. It's super, super long lasting. Like, it keeps its vibrancy and pigmentation like for so long. It is so good, and it applies really nicely as well. Like, that was super easy, and I had it, you know, on the back of my hand. But yeah, I really have I just finished it, but I really was enjoying it. So I added it to my wish list. Definitely see myself picking that up in the near future. Since we have the Natasha Tan Bronze and Glow out, I am going to use this highlighter to do some highlighting. I don't have a new highlighter to like showcase or anything. I just had like a few newer products. Nothing crazy like a big haul or anything, but I had a few new things I wanted to, you know, try out, and just kind of want to do my makeup. So that's where we're at with that. I am going to go ahead, jump off, do my brows, finishing touches, and then I will be back for some final thoughts. Okay, so here's the finished look. It's definitely giving me Valentine's Day vibes. Just for some finishing touches, I am testing out the Ilia mascara, and while I enjoy the effect that it gives the eyes, this product is scented. Like, tell me why I need to be able to smell my eyelashes. Tell me why. Like, it just, and it's not one of those scents that like you smell it at first and it goes away. Like, no, I can smell this for a long time after I've applied my mascara, so I'm not really into that. For finishing touches on the eyes, I did just use this shade here on the lower lash line, and then I went into this shade here, and that is what I took on the brow bone. I will insert, you know, bring you guys in to give you a closer look. Overall, I do think the eye look turned out really pretty. I don't know how I feel after, you know, based on first impressions. I'm not sure how I feel about this yet. I definitely think I'm going to have to continue to try this out and play with it to determine my final thoughts. Like, you know, I almost wonder maybe this primer would work better if I apply it with my finger. There are a few different things that I want to try, so it's not like a, oh, I love this, run out and grab it right now kind of thing. It's one that I definitely want to try a little bit more before I formulate my thoughts. But overall, I do think at the end of the day, the eye look did come out really, really beautiful. For my lips, I just used the Milani lipstick. This one is in the shade 320 Petal. It's the one that comes in like this kind of packaging. Really pretty. I just think it is such a unique and different shade. I don't wear it often. I was just feeling like inspired today. But this formula is so nice. It has a really nice dry down. It kind of has like a more of a matte finish look to it, but it's not uncomfortable. It's not drying. To line the lips, I then went in with the Makeup Forever liner in the shade Endless Cacao, just to kind of deepen things up a little bit on the outer perimeters and stuff, to kind of bring us back. I felt like it was a little bright, so I think this did the trick. But yeah, overall, I like how it came out. Like I said, I'm gonna have to keep testing this as well. As far as the shade, I don't think it looks horrible, but I definitely, like, in person can tell that it looks a little bit deeper. So I'm hoping that when I pair this with a foundation that is just a smidge darker, hopefully that'll help the situation. But I will keep you guys posted in a speed reviews video. So yeah, that is all for me. If you guys enjoy this video, don't forget to like, save, share, subscribe before you go. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.